experienced living here in Los Angeles. So wherever you are, you're going to have different issues with your skin in terms of the weather. So we're going to talk about that and go over it. Now, I'd love for everyone, as our moderator mentioned, to let us know where you're watching from. Type in what city you're in. I'd love to connect with you and see where you are. I am in Studio City in Los Angeles. So I'm going to go ahead and talk with you a little bit now on how to transition your skin into fall. And I will answer questions while I'm talking. I'm doing a live on Instagram. I'm also doing a live stream on my website. Now, there's going to be products that pop up on the website as I'm speaking about them, and you can click and even shop at that moment, not having to leave this live stream, which is so cool. Or you can just click and read and stay on the live stream. So let's get into fall. Oh great, someone is from Madison, Connecticut. I love Connecticut, it's so beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the changes. Oh, someone just said they received the cleansing oil and she absolutely loves it. Yes. All right, we're gonna start with talking about this beautiful life changer. This is the Neroli cleansing oil. Now, when I went to create a cleansing oil, remember I studied with the French estheticians. My training goes all the way back 28 years ago to major French medical estheticians. And all of the French women at the time, 28 years ago when I first became an esthetician, like they were using oils. And you know, the American culture, we were thinking, oh, an oil is congestive. No, an oil is not congestive. The products they use instead of oils, the synthetics, the silicones, those are congestive. Oils carry essential fatty acids that our skin needs, antioxidants that help protect against and fight against free radicals. It's basically the most similar in molecular structure to our own sebum, which is the lipid lock in all of my products. And you can't recreate that in a lab, so why bother? And the silicones, the replacements are so much fun. I mean, they're just like pennies compared to how much an organic oil would be, which is what I use, organic oils, and how beautiful those are. So let's just talk about right now the change in your skin from summer to fall. Now, fall is the best time in winter to go in and do your invasive treatments. If you want to do a peel, if you want to do something a little invasive, if you have hyperpigmentation and you want to go to your derm and get IPL, like that's the time to go in because you're not as out in the sun, you're not taking beach vacations, you're not laying out by the pool. Hopefully you're not doing that, don't do that. But that's the best time to go in and do stuff. So the same thing with your everyday skincare regimen, but I do want you to be careful not to overexfoliate your skin in the winter, because in the winter, your skin is more vulnerable because you're going into artificial heat elements, like you're gonna have a heater on, a radiator, even a fireplace in your home. And then when you leave, when you go to work, go whatever you need to do, get out of the house, get out of the apartment, you're going to be in colder temperatures. So those are extremes in your skin happening. You're out, you're freezing, you go in and so what you need are those essential fatty acids. You need to protect against transepidermal water loss. And I'm going to tell you the best way to do that. I'm also going to dispel some myths that you need a thick moisturizer in the winter, because you most certainly don't, and I'll explain why. What you need is to put aside your water-based moisturizers and to grab moisturizers that have oils in them. Because remember, oils are lipid-loving. This is our lipid barrier. This is the outermost layer of skin. This is what I care about most. Right there, the lipid barrier. That's why I don't like to get treatments where there's needles going in the lipid barrier, where there's major lasers and messing up your skin in order to trick your skin into thinking it's been wounded to rebuild collagen. I prefer to take care of this barrier using LED, which is healing, which is clinically proven to stimulate collagen without disrupting your barrier, or cryotherapy, which also can help to stimulate collagen because of the cold temperatures, and your skin will start to produce what it needs to produce to protect. So in terms of the winter, it's the most important time to use plant-based oils. Now, all of my skincare collection, we've talked about the Neroli cleansing oil, which is my newest launch. Now, I tried all the other cleansers when I went to formulate this. I didn't like them, any of them. And I love oils for the skin. The reason I didn't like any of the other cleansers on the market that are oil is that I noticed, okay, woo, when I first used them, I massage it in, I'm like, wow, this feels, uh-oh, my dog's barking. When I started to first, trying to get my dog out of the room. When I first started using the other cleansing oils on the market, I thought they were either too heavy, like they felt heavy. I'm like, how on earth are you gonna remove that cleansing oil? It's so heavy. And I looked to see why it was so heavy, the oils they were using. Well, they were using really heavy oils because they're less expensive. Remember, there's like 4 ounces of a cleansing oil versus an ounce of an oil. So they might buffer it with other oils that are cheaper, which are thicker, you know, like the vitamin E or olive oil. And I wanted you to be able to really, oh, hello from New York City. All right, someone just said, oh my God, I love the Neroli cleansing wash. I know, it's that good. So I made it really lightweight. So let's get into it. I made it really lightweight, and I chose organic oils. None of my competitors are using organic oils, and they're not making it this lightweight using the marula, moringa, blackcurrant seed, neroli, and my lipid lock technology. Now look how lightweight. Oh, I just had to smell it because it just is life-altering. This is beautiful neroli. Neroli is not just there to smell amazing. This neroli is here to calm inflammation. It does have benefits as well. I won't put any essential oils in my skincare unless they're there for a therapeutic purpose. And I'll never put more than 2 or 3. Otherwise, there's just too much going on. It can irritate your skin. So I'm just massaging it in, and what you do is you apply the Neroli cleansing oil. It comes with a pump, and this is a beautiful black Maran with 18 karat gold. This helps to protect the formula from UV light, which is important too. So I'm also going to look and answer some questions as I'm talking. So I'm massaging it in right here. Now, if you're watching this and you haven't tried the Neroli cleanser, one, I'm sorry, you need to try this, but if you haven't tried it, I'm gonna offer you a code, Angela20. It's gonna be active for the next hour. Angela20 at checkout. Oh great, someone just saved lovely, the souffle. I haven't even talked about that yet. Someone saved the souffle. That's an amazing product. We'll talk about that too. So I'm massaging in the Neroli, and then what you do is you add a little water with your fingertips after you massage once, and then you add water and you massage again. You can see it gets kind of milky, like it emulsifies and gets milky and lightweight. And then you dip and then you remove from your face. It removes everything, all your makeup. It doesn't even sensitize your eyes. And the best part is how it feels after. How it feels after is so lovely and balancing. It balances your skin. Now, someone just asked, what is the difference between the Neroli cleansing oil and my former anti-pollution cleansing oil? One, I'm not using this anymore because I upgraded it. This is a total upgrade, the Neroli cleansing oil. I added a hint more Neroli, so it's a little more aromatic, but mainly it's double the size. And it's a pump, ergonomically designed, very easy to hold. So for $10 more, I only raised the price $10, you get double the product and a little hint of the Neroli, even more so. So it's just amazing. So, but the same formula, very lightweight and beautiful, organic, just lovely. All the best oils and organic. So this is what you need to be using in the winter. In order to transition your skin into fall, you're gonna need to basically put a lot more essential fatty acids into your skin. You need to give it what it's losing as you age and what it's losing with that artificial heat when you go into a room. Go ahead and type in where you're from. We are talking here. We've got so many dialogues going. Remember the code Angela20. This is gonna last about 5 months. I get so many DMs and messages saying how much they love to cleanse now. Like they look forward to going into their evening wash. And so do I. It's just a transporting, beautiful experience. It's so lightweight. All right, so someone just asked, what do you recommend about bumpy skin along the jawline? Do you mean small little white bumps? Be more explicit with that so I know. Thank you guys for asking questions. We've got people from Pennsylvania. We've got people from Delaware, New York. I'm reading. Yes, all skin types can use this cleansing oil. All skin types. It's that lightweight, even if you are congested. Okay, so small white bumps around the jawline. Now, if you were my client, I would look at you. Someone's from Illinois. Hi there. If you were my client, Miami, all right. If you were my client and I saw under my diopter lens small white bumps around your jawline, we got a Long Island person, all right. What I would look closely and see, usually I call those dimethicone bumps. So that means that something in your skincare or makeup regimen has dimethicone. And what happens is they use that instead of oils. Yes, whoops. That That was a wardrobe malfunction. Yes, you can use it with rosacea. All of my skincare, Marilyn, hello. All of my skincare is made for sensitive skin or any conditions, very, very lovely to the skin barrier, which is my philosophy. All right, so with small white bumps, dimethicone is something we're going to talk about when we talk about moisturizers too. So I'm going to go right into it. Dimethicone is what they use in many moisturizers, serums, and makeup. They use it because it costs pennies. It's a man-made silicone. They've been using it for my whole career, so like at least 28 years. I can't believe they're still putting it in formulas. It costs pennies. It's a very slippery texture. They use it in place of oils. And somehow they're telling you, ooh, it's better than an oil. No, it's not. It's occlusive. Like, it sits there. It's a barrier, but it's plastic. And when you put it down, let's talk about sustainability. When it goes down your sink, it's getting stuck in the bottom of the oceans. It's not good for the environment, let alone your skin. So it's your skin, that some people say it can't breathe, your skin is always breathing, but it has something occlusive on it to where if you work out or perspire or do any movements, you could get these little bumps. And that is from dimethicone. And I want to talk with you about moisturizers for fall and winter because, you know, everywhere you look, oh, how to change your skincare routine for fall. All of the, like, you know, little articles and YouTubers, they'll say get a thicker moisturizer for fall or winter. I disagree. Do not get a thicker moisturizer for fall or winter. Do you know why? Because I'm an ingredient nerd, and what do you think is making it thick? Like, think of you being in your kitchen. You're going to make something, like some batter for the pancakes. How are you going to make it thicker? You're going to add a certain element to make it thicker. Same thing with skincare. So if you're making a really thick moisturizer, I don't care what they name it or what they're marketing. It could be deceptive marketing, whatever the name of the product is. For example, lipid moisturizer, whatever it is. Look at the ingredients. Because if you look at the ingredients, I just looked up one before I started this live. It's a thick moisturizer for winter that everyone's trying to push. The first ingredient's water, and then dimethicone, and then 3 other forms of dimethicone. Now, the most of the ingredients of any skincare product are the first 5. All right, the first 5. So if 1 is water, 2 is dimethicone, and then you have more dimethicones. That's a lot of silicone in your moisturizer, and that's what's making it thick to where it stays thick on your skin. Now, what you want for winter is you want to put aside your water-based moisturizers, and you want to get a moisturizer with an oil. And it doesn't need to be a thick moisturizer at all. Oh, good, someone just said I purchased on the last live show. Thank you for coming again to the second show. I love it. Okay, guys, so I do want to mention again the code Angela20. It's active for an hour. Go shopping. You can click and stay on this live and go shopping if you're on the website, Angela20. Someone just asked. Yes, Angela20. Someone just said, would you recommend CeraVe? The part of the name CeraVe comes from ceramides. This is something a lot of people don't know. Ceramides, okay, that makes up your lipid barrier. That's part of it, the essential fatty acids, the ceramides, and the cholesterol. But the highest form of ceramides is not man-made in a lab. It's actually from an oil, a plant-based oil. So CeraVe has synthetic ceramides made in a lab and dimethicone as well. So 2 of the things I'm not a fan of. If you want the highest amount of ceramides, the 2 plant-based oils that have over almost 90% of it is ceramides are meadow foam seed oil, which is my hero ingredient in all of my skincare, which is a part of my lipid lock technology, and jojoba. Those are both very similar. Those are both very similar in molecular structure to our own sebum. Now, as we age, we lose that sebum production, as well as we lose, come on guys, you know, collagen, elastin, gravity pulls. We also lose the sebum production. It slows down. So that's our external natural moisturizer. We're losing that, which means we're missing that glow. So for example, I'm gonna grab, this way, my gorgeous Souffle moisturizer and apply it right now, right here. Now I can feel it go in. So with this Souffle moisturizer, what's happening is it's putting back in, and you can actually feel it go back in. It's putting back in those essential fatty acids that our skin is made up of, that it needs, that it loses as it ages. It's also protecting against transepidermal water loss. So in the winter, what you want most is to retain moisture in your skin because those elements are going to dry it out that I just mentioned. going into a hot room, going out to a cold area. All of that is zapping the water from your skin. So you want something that's going to help prevent transepidermal water loss. The best thing for that are plant-based oils, preferably meadow foam seed oil, which is in my lipid lock technology, which is in all of my products. That's the most beautiful magic of all the Angela Caglia skincare. Now, meadow foam seed oil is derived from the Lanthus alba flower, which is found in Oregon. And when I first went to create this skincare line 10 years ago, I launched 5 years ago, but I started creating it 10 years ago. It took that long. I was looking for a natural skincare lab, and it was really hard to find at that time, extremely hard. There was only like one natural brand. So I finally found one, and it was in Oregon. And Oregon basically is the mecca of the Lanthus alba flower, apparently. It's only found in the Pacific Northwest. This sustainable flower is so beautiful because, one, it's this gorgeous white, they named it after the foam of the ocean coming in. But what's beautiful about it is it grows in the fields sustainably, and it produces meadow foam seed oil from the seed. And that is almost identical to our own sebum in terms of the molecular structure. So that means when you put any of the skincare of Angela Caglia on your skin, the lipid lock technology, lipid barrier lock, locks in the moisture. So it's locking in with the proprietary blend of the lipid lock, which is the meadow foam seed oil, and a proprietary blend of antioxidants. So you're able to put this all back into your skin. It's locking it in, and you're looking more youthful. I'm gonna be 50, I almost said 52, I'm gonna be 51 in 2 weeks. 51 years old in 2 weeks. I don't get anything invasive done because, as you know, I'm all about protecting the lipid barrier and nourishing it, not destroying it to stimulate collagen synthesis. Now, the Souffle Moisturizer, I'm getting some stuff here. Do you recommend a serum first, say a hyaluronic acid? Yes, let's talk about the hyaluronic acid for a moment. Now, there's a lot of hype with hyaluronic acid. Yes, it's great. It doesn't really hold its weight 1,000 times in water. That's a marketing lingo. There's no facts to back that up. But it is moisture loving. It does help. But there are also other ingredients that are just as good, if not better, called glycerin as well. Now, hyaluronic acid is great, but have you ever noticed if you put it on your skin, you put it first. It's always thinnest to thickest in your regimen. So hyaluronic acid is the thinnest. So that would be first. Did you ever notice you put it on one side of your cheek and then you wait 10 minutes? Look in the mirror. Touch it. It's kind of just kind of went away. It's just gone. That's called transepidermal water loss. Hyaluronic acid will do nothing for your skin unless you seal it in with something with plant-based oils, like the Souffle Moisturizer on top of your hyaluronic acid, or the Daily Botanical Serum, which is a gorgeous oil, all organic, very lightweight. Now, meadow foam seed oil is extremely lightweight. It doesn't clog, it doesn't rest on your skin, it just goes right in. So yes, you can use your hyaluronic acid, but you make sure you put the skincare with the lipid lock technology over so it's going to seal it in. All right, so someone just purchased the Souffle Moisturizer. All right, guys, this moisturizer is a dream. Now, I work on clients, as you know, some of the biggest in Hollywood, and they get sent the big names like La something and La something, the really expensive moisturizers, or Dr. something, really expensive. They try the Souffle Moisturizer, and same with beauty editors, by the way. They're like, Angela, this is so much better. Can I just have this? It truly is, and I'm not just biased. I'm told that all the time. This is the hero SKU of the line that I launched with, that I started creating 10 years ago. If you need a moisturizer for winter, this is the one you want because it's lightweight. Look at this. It's lightweight, but it goes right into your skin. It's not thick and sitting on top with dimethicone. That's not what your skin wants for the winter. Your skin wants to be quenched, and it wants to protect from transepidermal water loss is what it wants. So for $70, there's a lot of applications in here. This will last about 4 months. You can also use it as an eye cream and a lip treatment and a neck cream. Yep, you heard me. It's the most amazing lip treatment. I put it on my clients. The meadow foam seed oil is able to go right into the lips. Now, this is very thin. This is the thinnest. So this is your largest organ here. The thinnest is here, then the very thinnest are the lips. So if you put this on here and you feel it go in, you put it on your lips, and you feel it go in. It just shows what I've been trying to tell you, how it doesn't rest on top, how this goes into your skin to replenish what you lose as you age, to moisturize and hydrate. Now, we've done prospective studies, clinical studies on the Souffle Moisturizer, on all of our skincare as a matter of fact. So it's not just our word, it's the studies. So let me just tell you a little bit about the studies. In a consumer perception survey, 37 women aged 30 to 65, I'm gonna jump into this question. Someone just asked, I noticed you put the botanical serum over the souffle, is that right? Well, it better be right, right? I mean, I'm the founder, I created this stuff. It's a little, you must not have it because the Daily Botanical Serum, it's confusing, but it is an oil. This is a lightweight oil. It's a hybrid, so it's always the oil would be last to seal everything in. But if you want, you can put this first and this last. It doesn't matter because when they both have oils in them, it doesn't matter which one's first. Okay, so back to this consumer perception study. Out of those 37 women that were sent this to use, 100% agreed their skin was instantly moisturized and hydrated. 100%. Every one of them agreed this instantly works. And you want something that instantly works. I put it on right before Zoom. I'm like, oh boy, I better be glowing. Or, right before I need to look good or just feel good, I put it on. After 2 weeks, 97% agreed their skin felt nourished with moisture. 97% also said their skin felt softer. And 84%, which is a lot, agree that they had a diminished appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. How fabulous is that? So it's nourishing and putting those ingredients of our own body, meaning complementary, the essential fatty acids, into your skin to help plump up the fine lines and wrinkles. All right, so someone just purchased this. Thank you. Thank you, Marisol. She just purchased the souffle. Good choice. Someone just asked if I have an anti-aging eye cream. We are working on one that's not necessarily anti-aging. Let's get into this. Let's talk about eye creams. Now, eye creams, what I need, I don't have dark circles or puffiness, knock on wood, yay, but I do have fine lines and wrinkles. So the eye cream anti-aging for fine lines and wrinkles, the best one is, you got it right here. It's the Souffle Moisturizer. So for $70, you're getting an eye cream, a lip treatment, and a face moisturizer and neck. And let me explain why. Remember how I said the skin is thinner underneath the eye? Most brands say, oh, no, get something else because it's thinner. No, they're just trying to sell you something else for a lot of money. What happens is, if the molecular structure is able to go into the skin, the thinner area, there's no dimethicone, so you're not going to get milia. There's no fragrance in the souffle. There's no essential oil in the souffle. It is the most amazing eye cream. So for $70, bam, bam, in and out. You do your eyes, you do your lips, you do your face. All right, so thank you guys. This is fun. Someone just said 62. Okay, great. So anyway, I don't know if you're 62, but 62 is young. Let's talk about how often for the Daily Botanical Serum. I use this all the time, like literally 2 times a day, morning and night. Same thing, souffle, morning and night, guys. You'll see a difference in your skin. It's ideal for winter because it actually goes into your skin. It actually helps with fine lines and wrinkles. And agreed, it helped diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. 84% of the women after 2 weeks. Where do you think the fine lines and wrinkles are? They're right here. This is an amazing anti-aging eye cream. So for $70, you're getting an eye cream, a lip treatment, and a moisturizer. I don't know about you, but I like to keep it very simple. I don't like a lot of products. What you can also do in the winter, which is what I highly recommend, you can cocktail, which is what I do in my treatment room. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the Daily Botanical Serum oil, and I'm gonna mix. And this is a lovely treatment for winter because you're putting the oil with it and mixing it. So you have the aroma of the ylang ylang and the frankincense of the Daily Botanical Serum, but you've added more of the essential fatty acids. So you just kind of upgraded this to more oil in it. So you're being your own chemist. And yes, it's okay for midday. Someone just asked, absolutely. Midday is ideal, especially when you have artificial heat going, because you want to protect from transepidermal water loss. So if you're somewhere warm, you're inside, you've got a heater on, please apply midday. Yes, someone would, good. Someone wants me to come up with something for puffy eyes. That's the other eye cream we are working on. So actually it's complete. We do have an eye cream that is anti-aging and excellent for puffiness and dark circles. So that's the only way I would create an eye cream, if it helped with the puffiness and dark circles. Otherwise, it's just a scam to buy an eye cream. You know? It's like that much product, and they usually charge like 2 times the moisturizer price. Did you ever notice that? Like what they charge for eye creams? It's amazing. It's like, really? $260 for an eye cream? Guys, come on. It's like 10 milliliters. What is it? It's not gonna do. Come on. It's just, sorry, but I didn't grow up in a very wealthy family. We didn't buy expensive, we didn't have money to throw away like that. And you learn value. And I've been selling to women for 28 years. And if something is overpriced, they'll buy it once or twice, but never a third time, because they also realize it's overpriced. I'm all about putting all the money into the actual formulas and creating really beautiful products that you'll want to buy again and again and be a lifelong customer. A lifelong customer. Someone just said, so true. Thanks for speaking the truth. Yes. Yes. For some reason, the puffiness under my eyes are really hard to target. Yeah, it could be genetic. My cryo is really great for that, the cold cryo. Love your honesty. You look amazing. I started using your products and they are fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. I think your name is Caglia. Thank you so much, guys. This is so fun. Oh, someone just said, I love the gold cryo for puffiness. Yes. I don't even have it right here, but I love the gold cryo too. They're so beautiful and they're so fun to use. And you just grab them from your freezer. All right, so let's see. Any other questions? Feel free to ask me. Oh yeah. Someone said, how do you sign up for my newsletter? Just go to my website. There should be a pop-up that asks you if you want to sign up for the newsletter. So go to my website. Someone said, love your serum, just purchase the cleanser. You're gonna love the cleanser, guys. The cleanser. All right, so we pinned the Soufflé Moisturizer. We've talked about that. So the next step in the fall regimen would be to apply the Daily Botanical Serum on top of the Soufflé Moisturizer. So what this does, it's a lightweight oil hybrid, so it's gonna seal everything in, like really seal everything in. And then of course you have, all right, someone just asked the best way to clean. You wanna use alcohol to clean, a wipe. It's the best way. Yes, you can always leave the gold cryo in the freezer if you'd like. Okay, so the Daily Botanical Serum, which we pinned here, you can click on. This is live stream shopping, which is so fun. If I were you, I would use the Angela 20 because you'll get 20% off. This is $150. I could have charged a lot more, but I did not want to. I will never have anything over $150 because I want you to be able to buy it again and again and not feel like you've been ripped off, okay? But it is the best oil you'll ever use, ever use. And there's another oil on the market that my retailers are like, Angela, I steer them to yours because it's much better for the skin. But it's just so beautiful and decadent and lovely and so lightweight. And you have the gorgeous aroma of the frankincense. Oh, it's so good. The Lang Lang. And then you have, of course, the rose hip, which is filled with vitamin A, which some people call Mother Nature's retinol. We also have sea buckthorn, which has a lot of vitamin C in it. But it just is so yummy. It's like this liquid moisturizer, just this liquid, yummy moisturizer. And of course it has the lipid lock technology. I always put the residual all over me, into your hair. It has this lipid lock technology, which helps it go deep into the skin and keeps it stable longer as well with the meadow foam seed oil. So yes, please use the code Angela20 for your shopping needs during this live stream shopping. So we're giving 20% off. But if you need something for winter, these are the two. You want the Soufflé and the Daily Botanical Serum. They go together beautifully, beautifully. Less is more. You don't need a lot of products. You just need to know the ingredients and listen to your skin. Listen to your skin. I'm going to talk to you about listening to your skin. All right, so someone just said I bought the gold cryo, the serum, and the souffle. Can't wait to try them. Do I use the cryo before or after the products? Great question. You want to use it after because you want a little slip and glide. Slip and glide, you want to push that into your skin. Any advice for scarring in the face? You need to go see a derm for that, most definitely. Let's see. All right, guys, so feel free to ask me more questions. I want to talk about what I like to do before I put the regimen on, before I go into the skincare. That's when you want to do your LED. So this is the crystal LED. We are going to feature this. You can click on this to learn more. It's comfortable and it's pretty. What more do you want? It's comfortable and it's pretty. I designed it to look pretty. I designed it to be comfortable. I made the mouth large enough so you can put it on, drink your coffee in the morning, you can put it on and have a glass of wine at night, whatever you want for your self-care. It's so comfortable and pretty, and I have the rose quartz in it because, yeah, it does bend. It's medical grade silicone. It's FDA cleared blue and red lights. The red is for anti-aging, the blue is for anti-acne. It comes with goggles if you need. I have rose quartz pieces placed next to the LED lights. They're placed in Chinese acupressure points just to give it some sort of a meaning. I just want you to have a sense of wellness, kind of wellness meets high performance. LED works. I've been using it in my treatment room for years. I didn't like any of the other masks on the market. I mean, they were obviously designed by dudes. One, they were a hard shell. Like, are these guys wearing them or what? It's hard, it's not comfortable, it's claustrophobic. Who wants to put that on? Secondly, they look like some sort of a Power Ranger, and it's kind of embarrassing when your husband or kids walk in. All right, guys, so, Vivid Shrimp wants to know when their questions are gonna be answered. All right, Vivid Shrimp. Can I use my vitamin C serum with your products, Vivid Shrimp? Yes. Yes, you can, most definitely. Vitamin C serum is lovely, and I suggest to use it, thinnest to thickest. So you would use that first, and then you would use the souffle moisturizer. You can also use this if you're using, maybe you're addicted to retinol, great, but you should be using my products to protect your barrier and nourish your barrier with your retinols, with your vitamin Cs. It goes with so many of the products that are popular right now that you may be using. But I do recommend, I don't know what vitamin C you're using, Vivid Shrimp, but look at the ingredients, make sure there's no dimethicone in it, because then what's the point? You know, really, like what's the point of putting beautiful skincare on top of that when it's not gonna go through? So please, I'd like to know, yes, I'd like to know what vitamin C you're using, because I do know most of the ingredients by now of the vitamin C serums. All right, guys, so feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to ask me questions, guys. Oh, it's Sunday Riley. Ah, okay. I don't think she has dimethicone in her vitamin C. So yes, you would use that first. So thinnest to thickest. All right, guys, this is fun. So, oh, lovely. So someone just said they love their cell return mask. Yeah, if you want the high-powered Rolls Royce of mask, and you'll put on the big, heavy cell return, and you want that like in-clinic experience, get the cell return. If you have $2,000 burning a hole in your pocket, get the cell return. But if you're on a budget and you're traveling a lot and you just know you're not going to use anything unless it's comfortable, then please get this one. This is comfortable and fun, and you'll use it. I use it more. Now, someone asked about Technic. You can put the gorgeous LED anywhere. Like you can lay this, you can do a neck treatment, turn it on, do that. Décolleté, you could put both. I like to do both my hands under here. So feel free to use for your whole body in many places. Oh my gosh, Ariel just joined. You guys, I love Ariel. Hi, Ariel. She is a big fan of the souffle moisturizer. We were just talking about this, Ariel. But I just said how everybody loves this, whoever tries it. Even if they're scent, Ariel is sent like the most expensive stuff. You know, like she's gorgeous and funny. I mean, gorgeous and funny. You don't meet very many women that are gorgeous and funny. She is. Anyway, she's obsessed. Okay, so let's see. Someone just said, please talk about the cons of dimethicone. So one of the reasons this is so lovely is that it doesn't have dimethicone in it. Dimethicone, there's so many cons. All right, I'll start. I don't want to fearmonger because it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to give you cancer. It's not going to do any of that. But dimethicone, why they use it is because they use it in place of oils. It's a very slippery silicone, and it's man-made. It's a silicone. It's occlusive, meaning, for example, it has the same texture as this, but it's a man-made silicone. So when you put it on your skin, underneath the skin, it's not going in the skin. It's just sitting on top. It's not going in. And they put it to thicken moisturizers. They put it in makeup and serums. And when something isn't nourishing, it's not skin care, it's just resting on top, what can happen is when you move, breathe, perspire, you can get these little bumps because your skin can't really get any air from under there because it's got the dimethicone on. Dimethicone's cheap, costs pennies, and they throw it in formulas to give the consistency. But I would never, ever put dimethicone. And please read your ingredients. Look, whatever you're using. If you're getting those little white bumps, I call them dimethicone pumps. All right, my producer just came in. Yeah, it's always thinnest to thickest.
So I gotta tell you, the moderator was wrong.
All right, so sorry, my producers jumped in. It's thinnest to thickest. We all know that, right? Such a guy, he doesn't know. Always thinnest to thickest. When you're layering, you don't want to put the thick first and then the thin. You go thinnest to thickest. Usually there's a smaller molecular structure in the thinner ones, and then you build up. The thicker ones are the barrier protector to help protect from transepidermal water loss. Okay, guys. Yeah, I do like SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. That's an OG. That's a good one. Very good one. Thank you for answering the cons on dimethicone. Yeah, as a makeup artist, yeah, I know it's hard. Go for the clean beauty makeups, man. Go for Ilia. I love Ilia. Kosas. You can find them. They're there. Chanel just sent me this whole beautiful makeup that they made clean without dimethicone. So Chanel has some gorgeous, beautiful, clean beauty makeup now. It took them years to reformulate, but they jumped on the bandwagon, which is great. Okay, guys, so we've talked about the Crystal LED face mask, and it does come with, I put these in just because some people don't like the light. I recommend with the blue, you can put these on, but it's perfectly safe. And then there is also a little charger, there's a travel bag, and all sorts of information. So this is the Crystal LED face mask. We've patented the design, and it's something you will want to use. Ta-da! Look what I wrote in here. It says, a woman with self-love and skincare rituals is unstoppable, because we need to empower each other. When do you use a facial roller versus a gua sha? Can you show us how to use a gua sha? You can use one whenever you want. Doesn't matter. There's no hard rules. You want to use a gua sha, use one. When you use a roller, use one. The gua sha, I don't have one with me here, but you want to, I see so many people doing it like this. Let's pretend this is a gua sha. You don't do it like this. It has to be closest to your face, and then you go like this, upwards and outwards. I have a gorgeous gua sha. I kind of designed it like my knuckles, so you can sculpt and lift with it. But feel free to go shopping. Go use Angela 20 on my website, Angela 20. And we're gonna go ahead and add in right now the Sonic Sculpting Roller. So my producer's going to put up the Sonic Sculpting Roller. Now this is dreamy. It's dreamy for fall too, because what you can do in the fall, you ready for this? I have water here, pretend it's hot. Like if you're making tea. I want you to dip it before you turn it on. You're gonna dip this in the water for 30 seconds, hot water, lift it, dry it, and then turn it on. And then you have a vibrating warm stone, which is gonna help to penetrate better all of the ritual that you just did. So you've applied the souffle moisturizer, you've applied the daily botanical serum oil on top. Now let's just massage away, let's further infuse everything. Now the rose quartz is very dense, so it's going to retain the heat that you just put it in. So you're going to be opening the pores, pushing it in, and giving yourself a warm stone massage. I recommend to do this at night because it's really relaxing to have a warm stone massage. Like how easy is that? You turn it on. There are 6,000 sonic vibrations per minute. So you can do this for the puffiness and the dark circles. You want to drop below your ear where your lymph node is. You can also hold it in place with the 6,000 sonic vibrations per minute to sculpt and lift. You want to watch? All right, let's do it. I'm going to hold it. Okay, Wild Shrimp just asked something. Can I use the roller after using the mask and applying products? Yeah, you can. Sure. All right, so I'm going to show you how to sculpt with it. So jowls. Jowls are a concern for many women. That's called gravity and losing collagen as we age. So what you want to do is you want to hold it in place, and you're going to use the sonic technology of the roller. So there are 6,000 sonic vibrations per minute. You're going to hold it in place and roll up to sculpt. And you're going to train your muscles to go up instead of down. Do this once a day for 5 minutes. Do it at night, dip it in hot water, do your regimen, and do it at night too. This is a multitasker. All right, I'll show you the difference. I used to go in store, Space and K, and do this on the floor, and women would freak out. I'd have them sit down and I would do this. In less than a minute, you can get this higher, and then you have to match the other side. It lasts like what, maybe 7 hours, but you're training your muscles to go up. Now this is the Sonic Sculpting Roller. I wouldn't pay full price for this, don't. Use Angela 20. Angela 20 is available for another hour, I think. So Angela 20 will give you 20% off your whole order on angelacaglia.com. You don't have to dip it in warm water. Someone just asked. No, it's not right now. Feels good. The cold stone feels really good. Someone just asked, Wild Shrimp is full of questions today. She just asked, is it safe to exfoliate before using the mask? Now remember, this crystal LED face mask, why was it invented by NASA? To heal wounds in space. So yes, it's safe to use after you exfoliate. It's a healing mask. Yes, someone just asked about the solid green light is when it's totally charged. Whoops. And with the mask, you want to make sure to hold the button down for 3 seconds to get it to turn on. Hold it down for 3 seconds and then lift, and then it will turn on. So you just need to hold it down for 3 seconds. All right, so someone just purchased. Thank you. Gina just bought this, the Souffle Moisturizer. Gina, you're gonna love it. I can't even use other moisturizers. And all of my clients, like the celebrity big name ones, they can't either. Like, hey, would you please just make sure you got some Souffle Moisturizer when I come and get my facial? I'm like, sure, there you go. It's that good. And Ariel, I don't know if she's still watching, but Ariel was going to New York and Violet Grey was out of my Souffle Moisturizer. She had to come by my house because she was that desperate. We were joking that it was a drug deal. Like, that's how much Ariel had to get the Souffle Moisturizer. So, being she's such, she needed it so bad, what I did is I gave her 3. Like, here, just take them. Just take them. Take them. Put them on your body. Okay, so yes, I will be at some point doing a body souffle. Why not? I mean, we need a body souffle. So roll around in the body souffle moisturizer. So thank you guys for watching. I hope, let's see, please have a traveling show so we can meet you. Oh my gosh, what a great idea. A traveling show. I love that. Thank you. I think your name's Kim. KM. Thank you. That's a great idea. I love to travel and I love to talk about skincare, so I'll work on that. Thank you. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. Remember to use the code Angela20. You get 20% off your order for the next hour. And enjoy the products because, one, they work, they're lovely, and they're easy to use, and you're going to get a lot more compliments, and you're going to feel good about aging. Like I said, I'll be 51 in 2 weeks, and I don't even care because you know what? I know I'm aging the best I can. I'm pro-aging, but do it in a healthy way. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Fierce Olive, thank you for watching. Yeah, my moderator. I need to teach my moderator the order of products. That's funny. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and enjoy watching this back if you need to watch it back on the Instagram or on my website. It will live for the next week. Angela20, go shopping.